What is up, guys? So we're going to be showing off the new Spyrals in action, and I'll also show you guys some of their effects, so I'll briefly pause it so I can explain some of the effects. And they got a one-hit OTK, and Machine Dupe in this deck, it's a little bit broken. Like, once you guys will see like the one-hit OTK, you'll see how easy it is to pull off. Like, it's kind of unfair, but anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So basically, they're an archetype that likes to look at certain things and then you call the right card. But anyways, let's go and go over their effects real quick because the duels are relatively fast anyways. So anyways, we've got Spiral Gear over here. Anyways, if this card is normal or special, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, and then you get to place them in any order. And then during either player's turn, you contribute this card that target one Spiral monster you control, and it gains 500 attack for each card your opponent controls. Then you can also banish this card and one Spiral card from your graveyard, then target one Spiral Super Agent in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So it has recyclability, but the main thing that this deck does is it completely shuts down pendulums. Just like I'll show you guys basically through these replays how like it completely just destroys pendulums, especially with this card because it's going to gain 500 attack for each card your opponent controls. And then you have the Super Agent. So this is like their stronger monster. So if this card's in your hand, you get to declare one card type. So it's monster, spell, or trap. You reveal the top card of your opponent's deck, and if you do, you special summon it. And then if it's special summoned by the effect of a Spiral card, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy it. You can only use each effect of it once per turn. So that's a really good effect. So he's able to summon the card and then pop it back. So you already get free utility. It's 1900 attacker, pretty good already. And then you have this card which can activate its effect to tribute it, and then you can summon a or I'm sorry, not summon, but gain that extra boost. And you can see he's going to call the Haunt to bring it back. And that effect of its 500 is permanent and can keep on stacking. So he's going to go ahead and call monster. Then he's going to go ahead and be able to pop the card. And then he's going to go ahead and increase that attack. So it's got 5,000 attack right there, and that's pretty much game right there. They completely can dump on pendulums. That's because, you know, obviously there's the scale. Pendulums generally don't have too much back row, so you destroy the one back row, then you're going to be at minimum plus 1,000. And then on top of that, if your opponent controls a lot of other cards, then yeah, you're going to gain a lot of free advantage because, yeah, 500 per, and just watch what you guys can do in this deck. So thanks to Runix for this little replay over here. But I want to show you the one punch, so you can actually hit your opponent once and finish them off. And also, Machine Dupe in this deck is just, it's crazy good. I'll also show you guys like a brief like deck profile, but the deck, it's looking to have some really insane synergy with Machine Dupe. So just like watch it. So you just activate Machine Dupe on this, and obviously you can activate their effects. There's no real point to activating multiple of like the same one, like the multiple of these effects, because you're going to set it up anyways. But you can activate multiple of these cards, and you can boost this card's attack up. And then obviously he has that effect so he can destroy that one card. And he's going to activate Destiny board. But it doesn't really matter at this point because it's game over. But the thing that's crazy with this is that literally you can Machine Dupe for game. And it's not that hard to do in this deck. Like you can see he also has Obelisk there because, you know, you can have easy access to just being able to tribute multiple cards. But just watch this deck and watch it against one of the more meta decks, because you might be thinking, oh, man, Destiny board not so meta. That's probably true. I don't know if they get some support. But watch what this guy has on board. And because you have Cyber Dragon, you have easy access to that as well. But you can make a lot of different things in this deck, especially number 78. That's a popular card that you can also bring out in the deck. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and be able to use Cyber Dragon Fusion, get rid of everything. And I think that card, looking into the future, guys, a lot of OCG players have been running that card in their main decks, and it's to deal with those fields. That field was pretty much like an impenetrable field. This one wasn't a really excellent example of the Spyrals, so to speak, but it's just to also get you guys prepared. But nonetheless, I mean, Super Agent was summoned, right? Spyrals tier 1 confirmed. But another short little replay that I kind of want to just talk about the deck in general. But just like watch, you know, how the deck plays. This guy actually goes for a pretty cool play. He goes ahead and summons Dark Destroyer, destroys it, gets the Straw Band to pay 8, right? Oh, is that Scout? And it's like, it's only pay 500. And then he's going to be able to Tin Can turn 1. So, like, the guy has a pretty good understanding of the Cosmo deck. I thought it was a really cool play. But anyways, Cyber Dragon, like I said, guys, it's going to be really popular in the main deck. He goes ahead and activates the Solemn Strike on the Quick Fix. So, we'll go over all their effects actually later. Let's just go over all their effects at once. But that one was kind of negated right there. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and make Utopia. He's going to be able to attack over it. And even in Cosmos, OCG doesn't have all the stuff yet. They're just getting that premium or that extra pack, I believe is what they call it in OCG, which gives them all the TCG stuff. And they'll probably play Saber Dragon as well because it deals with the Dank Destroyer is just so much better. But that's just a brief, like, replay of how they kind of work. There's very few cards as of right now, but I want to show you guys all of the cards and kind of just talk a little bit about them. So the core 2 cards are essentially going to be Drone and the Super Agent. Super Agent is also a warrior, so you can Rota for it, but it's like the most important card actually in the entirety of the deck. But anyways, there's also this card that we didn't go over. So this is Spiral Quick Fix. So keep in mind, again, there's not that many cards for this archetype. As of right now, there's, I believe, 5. So we got the Super Agent, we got the Quick Fix, and we got the Drone, and then we have the spell card, the Big Red. So that's it for the Spyrals as of now. But you can make other things, but for the most part, this is the core of new cards that we're going to be talking about. So anyways, and this is a brief deck profile. Thanks, Karunix, by the way, for sending in the replay as well as the deck profile for some of the people that want to try out this deck. This can give you guys a good idea. This is his deck as is. But anyways, so Super Agent, we went over this card. So you get to declare the 1 and then special it, and then you get to pop a back row. And then Quick Fix's effect is that if this card is normal or special, you get to add 1 Spiral Gear card from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard and you control a Spiral Super Agent, when you can discard 1 card to special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So you get a lot of free extra stuff with this guy. And then with Drone, he's the one that boosts up the attack. So like I said, there's only 3 monsters right now. I think that, yeah, there's 3 monsters right now and then 1 equip card. So this is Big Red. So you activate this card by targeting a Spiral monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, equip this card to it. It cannot be destroyed by battle, and you can only activate 1 of them per turn. So, I mean, as of right now, it can be kind of useful just to keep some of the other smaller stuff alive. Like I said, you can tribute this card and boost things up. I mean, like, as of right now, this is the card that you're going to be adding anyways. I wish it did extra stuff, but I mean, it does give you that special summon, and there's no restrictions on it. It has to be like level 4, or like it has to have a certain amount of attack. It's pretty decent. I want to say it's like, it's not as good as Reborn, because obviously it has to be equipped, but it can't be destroyed by battle, and you can only activate 1 of them. Like I said, it's the only real card for Spyrals right now, if we go ahead and type it in, unless they added more, like earlier today, and I was just unaware of it. So Spiral, yeah, there's only 4 cards in the archetype as of right now. But overall, like, you have really good utility with Machine Dupe. Summoner Monk can go ahead and grab out the Super Agent, which is, again, the key card in the deck. And if your opponent is playing a deck that has a bunch of monsters, and I was trying to think of other ways we could boost up this. I was thinking, like, you can Ojama Trio them. But the thing is, Ojama Trio, it special summons them in defense position, so you'd have to, like, do Piercing. Maybe one of the equipped cards will do Piercing, but as of right now, we only have 1 card. Obviously, they have to have more cards, otherwise this deck won't work. But I think Machine Dupe is absolutely crazy good in here. But looking at this guy's deck, let's go ahead and try to make some improvements upon it, because I can already sense that 1-for-1, like, why wouldn't you want to play 1-for-1? That looks like a good card to me, because Machine Dupe, like, you can win off of, like, Machine Dupe. You guys saw how, like, you can literally Machine Dupe and go for that, 1 punch, You can also Rota this card. I'm trying to think of what other cards you can use with Warriors, but overall, I think that it's looking like to be a pretty decent archetype, because this card lets you search out a Spiral Gear card. So I'm guessing the gears are going to be the equips, because it looks like how it works is like they're dropping them in. Like, that's what I want to say, because look, this guy coming in a helicopter. I like the idea of it because it comes in from your hand and it goes out on the field. It's really cool. I give Konami mad props. This is kind of the innovative stuff that I actually really like. So that's pretty good stuff indeed. But overall, I think the deck is looking like it has a lot of potential. But I want to know, what other cards can we mix in to make this deck, like, really good? Because, like, there's already 1-for-1. Like, I can definitely see that being a very viable card in the deck. And on top of that, like, as of right now, the normal summons aren't too great, so I guess this guy's build incorporated the Star Seraphs. And also, like I said, Cyber Dragons. If you guys haven't, like, tried out Cyber Dragon in the main deck, against ABC. ABC is a pretty big threat in the game, so having really easy access to getting rid of, like, an Infinity Plus, the ABC stuff, that's going to be required for next format. So definitely recommend you guys to side deck a few Cyber Dragons, maybe like 2 Cyber Dragons in the side deck, looking into the future of this game. Although there's also like the Treat Toad. Well, that one's not Machine, but that's also going to be a very popular deck. But this deck, as of right now, it doesn't have enough to be meta, but again, we only have 4 cards in the deck, so we'll have to wait and see what other support we get. But also, looking at this, I was also thinking, like, what other cards we can add. There's this card, Where Art Thou in the yeah, this is what. Yeah, I think it was called Where Art Thou in like OCG. But anyways, you control a face-up level 1 monster. You get to add 1 level 1 monster from your deck to your hand, and then during the end phase, take 2,000 damage if you didn't normal summon the added card. So you can call the Haunted, as you guys saw in the replay. You can bring back like the Drone, or maybe if you have to, you can bring back Quick Fix. But remember, when they're normal or special, they proc their effects. And I was thinking, well, maybe you could just make a Pendulum deck out of them already. But like, Where Art Thou could be another good card because you can search out either one of these, and these are pretty good cards since this card already nets you a +1 anyways, and this card can get you a lot of damage, especially against Pendulums. I want to see some crazy stuff with this. I mean, it already has the potential to one-shot, but I want to know how much attack you can potentially get this up to. Because remember, you can activate this effect 3 times. If you machine do, like GG. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that down below. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm signing out.